So, hello, it's me, Darkmoon Doll. I wanted to do a quick rant, and this is about people who mean well but have no clue as to what's going on in your life. Here's the thing: is when people are set up in a nice situation where they're comfortable, they can sit back and look at other people and judge them and tell them what they need to do to improve their lives. This happens so many times to me and to many others who are not fortunate to have all the comforts, the creature comforts of life. You know, to live in a house with a garden and backyard and a front yard, and having your own washer and dryer at your own disposal, not having to be at the whims of a laundry room that may or not be trashed, or may or may not have actual dryers and washers that work, so you can do your laundry on the day that you want to do your laundry, or may not have access to the manager's office to fill up your laundry card because they happen to not be there when you want to go fill up your card during business hours. So I've been getting a lot of people trying to give me like this motivational speaker type shit. I don't need that. I know what I need to do, and I know my situation, and I am grateful for whatever comes my way. So stop telling me in a subtle way that I'm not being grateful. That's what happens with me. People have been dumping all kinds of shit on me, thinking that it's going to make me feel better, but it doesn't. It pisses me off, because it's easy for people to speak from a space of comfort and joy. You're in a situation, environment that you are happy with. I am not, and I'm not going to pretend that I am. You know, this is not normal for me. This is not the type of lifestyle environment that I want to be in for the rest of my life. And I complain about it, yes, but I'm not complaining 24/7 about it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have to rant about today. There's so many things I can rant about and complain about. Yes, and why should everybody put a fake smile on their face when everything's fucked up right now in this world? Yes, there's some positive things that have been happening in my life, but overall, this world sucks right now. I'm about to come up on this lady that's schizophrenic, and it's going to be talking all kinds of shit and weird stuff. Where I live in an urban nightmare. That is where I live, and it never stops. People acting like they own this place. Nobody owns anything in this world. Not now. Not ever. So as I was saying, in the Snickers bar, I found the chocolate is really good for menopause because of magnesium. Yes, I know I can get magnesium in other ways besides the chocolate bar, but that's what I'm eating. I don't give a shit. But yeah, people are just trying to sum up my life and think they know me, and then assume that I'm complaining too much about things. But if they actually were living my life right now, they'd know that I'm not really complaining about anything that is irrational to complain about. This is tasting really good right now. You know how you just have to go there? Yeah, pretty much. I'm doing the best I can emotionally and physically. And a lot of people will send me these motivational things. That's great, but it's like some of this is like someone sitting from, the bleacher stand cheering you on in a sporting event or something. My life's not a sporting event. So, I mean, it's so good. But yeah, if I complain about something, then people feel like they need to help prop up my self-esteem or whatever. And I'm not complaining because I have a low self-esteem. If you listen to what it is I'm complaining about, it has nothing to do with having a low self-esteem. What it has to do with is me living in an area that don't want to live in and paying ridiculously high prices for a place that's not that great at all. Having to deal with someone who is mentally ill coming up to me and reminding me of my mom when I was growing up, because my mom was schizophrenic. I was raised by a mom that was schizophrenic. So now what do I got here in this neighborhood? Some woman walking up to me and reminding me of that. And she's been like causing a lot of trouble in the apartment complex. So, but I'm seen as some bitch that doesn't care. No, it's not that. It's that I can't do anything for this. I don't want to have nothing to do with this. It's too much drama. And people don't realize that I'm going through shit every single fucking day of my life here. I'm going through things other than what's outside of my apartment unit. I'm going through things. I'm still going through the loss of my cat. I'm going through YouTube flagging my fucking video that I did of the hair that I saw at the park that made me think this is a message from my cat that passed away. And I explained why I thought it was a message from him. And then that gets flagged. That video gets flagged. I'm processing this the best way I can. I didn't show anything vulgar. I didn't show a dead body or something horrid like that. I mean, I'm just tired of all this craziness and all these attacks and all this anger and all this, overly doing it with with the motivational speaking and shit like that. It's too much. It's too much because they're trying to turn us in a nerfed up world where nobody complains about anything, where everything's happy and pleasant every single day. Life isn't like social media. It isn't. When you go outside your door, when you're not looking at your fucking computer on your phone, this is real life. These are things that are happening. I'm not just some random television program that's based on fiction. It's a fiction novel or something like that I'm playing out. No, this is my real life that I'm putting forth onto this video platform. And when you do that, people don't like it. They don't always like to see you not doing well. They don't like to see that you're having a hard time. They don't like to see you complain. They don't. They want you to be happy all the time. Dancing, A lot of times people expect that from black people too. Assuming that we're so much stronger, we can endure so much more pain and struggle, that we should be dancing and singing all the time and making people laugh with our stories. I'm just done with that. Because that's not what my life's all about. It's never been what my life's all about. I'm about being as real can be. And telling you, I don't tell you everything about my life, but when I tell you details, some things about my life, it's because I'm wanting to show you that I'm a real life person. I'm not some clone who feels like I have to get a gazillion views and subscribers by performing, by doing something that's totally artificial and out of my comfort zone. I've been seeing a lot of that. People feeling desperate, so they do things that's way out of their comfort zone, things that are explicit and contrary to what they believe in. And that's been happening a lot more. The desperation is intense, but we try to play it up. Oh, that's cute. She feels positive about her body. That's awesome. That's very, affirming to women. No, it's not. It's like a lot of these people are doing this because this is the only way they can make. This is the only way they think they can make some money. What time are we at? 10 minutes. And there's just so many things that are happening in this world that are being glossed over and made to seem like it's normal. And when it's made to seem like it's normal, then, what was normal before gets thrown out the window. For instance, common courtesy, politeness, um, waiting till somebody finishes what they say before you just cut and walk and talk right over them. Things of that nature are getting thrown out the window. They are. I mean, it's hard to get words through when you're talking to somebody because they're intent on waiting for you to be done with what you're saying so they can say what they want to say. It's just a very hectic and crazy world, and it gets more and more that way because people make it so. It doesn't have to be that way, but people make it so. And if people actually cared and was sincere, they would not be saying these things. They would be actually going, oh yeah, you know what, that's fucked up, or like that. Not like just trust in the universe. That's not the thing to say to somebody when they're struggling. It's not. Trust in the universe. What the fuck does that mean? It's easy for people to say things like that when they are comfortable, as I said in the beginning of this video. When they are comfortable in the ideal situation that they want to be in, then they can sit up on high and tell you that you don't have to complain. Be grateful for what you've got. And you have crumbs, but you're supposed to be grateful for those crumbs. You've been working hard just for these crumbs. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be grateful for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for all the people that donated to me, and I'm not saying those are crumbs at all. They're not. But I'm just talking about, and there's that, people knocking on shit. Knocking, banging on walls and shit. I live in a very hectic environment. There's never a single hours filled with silence around here. As you can see, I was walking and outside of this apartment complex. It's noisy all the time. So I'm complaining too much and I need to be grateful. Give me a fucking break, because you come and try to do this any better than I'm doing it right now. This is my life and what I'm experiencing. And I just get tired of people trying to load me up with namastes and all this kind of stuff. I already know about meditation. I know about the healing power of crystals. I know about astrology enough to understand what's going on with the world and the universe and the planets and the sun and all of that. So I know what's going on. And it has nothing to do with my frame of mind. It doesn't. It has to do with reality and what's going on in this world. Some people are set up. They had things lined up for them, easy. Some people did not on this planet. And those people, there's a lot of people like you and me that are very spiritual people on a spiritual path. But it doesn't feel that way to most people because they see that you're cussing, you're getting pissed off at things that make sense to get pissed off at. You're not walking around like you're floating on a cloud all the time in robes and wearing medallion or whatever kind of persona that people expect from someone who's on a spiritual path, who considers themselves a spiritual being. If you're living on this planet, you're feeling it. You're feeling all this shit, all these struggles and hardships and all this fucking shit. You're not above it all. And you may be comfortable where you are, but there's many people that aren't comfortable where they are. And it doesn't mean they're not a spiritual person. And that they don't know about a lot of these spiritual lessons that have been taught from time immemorial. I know about a lot of this shit. I know about meditation. I know about all of this, connecting with the plants, getting out in nature. I know about all of this. But I'm treated like I am dumb a lot of times, like I just been born. People get uncomfortable around someone who's going through the grieving of whatever, a pet or a human, mostly a pet, they get uncomfortable because they want you to get over it really quick. When it's a human, people get a lot more sympathetic to why you're feeling this way. I notice that. But most people don't realize that there's people out there like me who connect with their pets on a very deep and spiritual level. I treated my pet, my cat Bart, um, with the utmost respect as much as I could, and really valued and appreciated this animal being in my life because it was another energy, a very powerful and psychic energy, a protective energy too as well. He exudes that. He used to exude that when he was in my life. So this was a powerful energy that's now no longer there. And getting adjusted to it isn't going to take like, a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. It's going to take a while because this presence has been with me for a long time, since 2008. Got him when he was a little kitten. You know what I'm saying? So people are trying to cheer me up and send me these things and telling me I'm thinking about too much or whatever else that I'm doing. I'm complaining that's not, making people feel comfortable. People want to get onto their internet service or their phone and look at things that helps them to escape from whatever it is that they don't like, that's unpleasant in their life. A lot of people are doing that. They're getting on there and then they just focus in on just this fucking phone all day long. When they're around family and friends, they just got this phone shoved up in their face looking at shit. Scrolling at stuff on Instagram, on Facebook, on whatever. And then their family is just kind of like, whatever. So it's taken over people's lives, this technology, in a bad way. In a very bad way. Because yeah, you may not be watching television, but it's just as bad, I try to limit my time on the internet and on my phone. I try to keep it brief as possible and at the same time networking, but not wanting to be on my phone so much, having a break from it. And it's just like everybody is on that fucking phone because it's an escape. It's an escape from a reality that you don't want to exist in for a lot of people. I'm not saying everybody, all of you. But there's a lot of people that they use it as an escape. You have a bad day, get on your phone, start scrolling, looking at images and things like that. And not talking to your loved ones about what happened in your day. But just assuming that they wouldn't understand or relate to it and just getting immersed into a fucking phone, and that's all this you got going is just the phone when you're at home. You know what I'm saying? That phone needs to be limited. The phone usage needs to be limited. It's easy to get addicted to. All right, 18 minutes. But yeah, I didn't want to go on with this rant too long. But thanks for joining me for this. What today is Friday morning rant. I used to do Monday morning rant. Let's Friday morning rant. So thanks for joining me for this. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to what it is I'm talking about on today's show. If not, that's cool. You just think I'm complaining once again. Well, whatever. So if you see the word rant in the title, then skip it if you don't like these kind of videos, for real. Because I'm not just like just Susie Sunshine all the time and, all this shit. I'm not. And for some reason, people have mistaken me for that. And that's not what I've been about. I haven't. I'm not Miss Susie Sunshine. I'm Miss Give It To You Straight. Because there's a lot of people that aren't doing that, telling you straight up what's going on. Giving you the truth about what they're all about. So anyway, end of rant. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for subscribing, liking, and sharing my videos with your friends and family. And if you've donated to my channel, thank you so much. If you'd like to donate, you can go to my PayPal, Google Pay, or Cash App. In exchange for your donation, I can create a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork for you, or I can create a video based on a topic of your choosing. With that said, brightest blessings to y'all, and I'll see you soon, and try to be as authentic and unique and real as you can be in this world, because that seems to be dying out. Real people are seems to be dying out because people are just following each other like they're a bunch of sheep. So that's all I have to say about that.